Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Death Note Season 1, Episode 16. I just watched episode 15. If you want to see my reaction videos about that, I'm gonna put the links into the eye. I'm glad to be there for a session of binge watching of Death Note. Like I told you during the intro of the last episode, it has been a long time now that I didn't watch any episode of Death Note and I missed the show. Something weird about it is the fact that for me it's a funny show. Really, funny anime. With time, I have the impression that I'm spending such a good time watching it, losing also during it, which is weird because we're talking about someone who is such a psychopath that is killing people for the pleasure of it because he wants to be the new god of this new world that he's gonna create by erasing the people that he wants from it. He's doing that, but on the other hand, he's playing, you know, that game with Elle. The two of them, they are clever, they are playing that game of covering their trace but also trying to discover the other one, trying to trap the other one. Now they met, it's more something like that. And it's so fun to follow that. And they have also some funny lines, some funny moments, like during the last episode, to have that meeting with Misa, Light and Elle, knowing that Misa was discovering her real name, but she couldn't say it directly to Light, not during that moment, and after that, Elle taking Misa's phone because he already knew that Misa was the second Kirra, so he didn't want Light to call her during that moment, and it's making Light even more a suspect, you know, on the top of the list of the suspects. That was so fun in a way. After that it was less fun, you know, how they had to question Misa. Again, I understand why. They know that she's the second Kirra, so they had to block her. They don't know if she's doing it with her hands, with talking to people, with seeing them and all. They don't know how it's working, so they had to do something like that. And I understand why, but it was a little... No, not a little. It was awful to see that. It was a torture in a way. You have to remember that she's just a teenager, she's just a girl. And again, even if, you know, she wouldn't be young, she wouldn't be a girl, it would be a torture no matter what to do that to someone. During 3 entire days, they did that to her. At the end, she was okay to be killed, you know, by them or by her Shinigami. That was awful. But Ren erased all of her memories about the Death Note, about the Shinigami, so she can't be dangerous anymore, you know, by being the second Kirra, by threatening Light again and all. But she can't be useful also because she can't remember Elle's real name and she can't do anything for Light anymore. She's not dangerous, but she's still in love with Light. She's still connected to Light. He's gonna have to continue to play that game about being her boyfriend and all because he played that role in front of her. So he has to continue to play that role. And now that she's not dangerous anymore, you can continue for a long time to play that game. But you have to save her. I can't see a way for him to really save her. But if Light would manage to do it, he would not only clear her name, but also maybe clear his name. But I really don't know how you can do it. They found her hair into the envelopes, into the tapes, maybe by seeing that it's the friend, you know, did it, Misa's friend. They were together during that moment, and in fact, the friend did it and not Misa. Misa helped her. Maybe with a truth test, you know, I don't know how to say it in English. You erased all of her memories she's not gonna lie during that test. She's gonna say the truth. She doesn't know anything about all of that, about Kirra and all. I really don't know how you can clear her name. But it's changing also a lot of stuff, because you have the 2 Death Notes and you have also the 2 Shinigami. Rem is not related to Misa anymore, but I think that she's gonna continue to keep an eye on her. She's gonna continue to protect her in a way. How can you get rid of Rem? Can it be possible? Right there at the end of the last episode, he didn't say that. Like, he said bye bye Ryuko. It's not possible. You can't ask Ryuko to leave. It's connected to you with the Death Note, or maybe you're gonna ask Ryuko to do the same than what you did, than what Rem did to Misa, because 2 Shinigami it's too much for you and you want to keep Rem. No, for what reason? If he has to keep 1 Shinigami, it has to be Ryuko. Ryuko is so involved with you. I said it during my intro of the last episode, and I'm saying it since a long time. It's even one of my theories. For me, Ryuko is getting more and more involved into what Light is doing, little by little, episodes by episodes. It began with saying that this cop was following him. After that, in exchange, you know, for the Apple thing, he said all about the cameras and all. For me, he's getting more and more involved, Ryuko, and really, he's there since the beginning with you. You need him with you. Why would you prefer Rem? I really don't know. Or maybe because Rem, she knows also Elle's name, or at least you think that, and that's why you want to keep Rem. But you can keep both of them. Oh, I don't know why you said that to Ryuko, really not. And I'm not okay with that. I appreciate Ryuko, he's fun. I want to keep him. Misa, I really thought that at some point Light was gonna kill her because she's unpredictable and she can be dangerous because of that. Now I think that he has to keep her, and she's not a threat anymore to him, in fact. Not at all. She's even better than that. She's a good cover for him, if he manages to clear her name. So now we know what Light has to do. What Elle can do now with Misa? He has her blocked totally. She can't move, she can't speak, she can't see, she can't do anything. You interrogated her, it didn't work at all, she's not gonna break. Even less right now that she doesn't know anything. Why? What could you do with her if it's not putting her in jail, but like that again? Really, Elle, what is your next move right there? What can it be? I really don't know, and I'm gonna see that right now. Like usually, if you want, you have my Patreon on which you can have the episodes earlier, 1 week earlier or 1 day earlier. I can't know right now, I don't have my schedule, you know, printed in my mind. Check the description to know that, and to know also if I put on my Patreon the full or the extended reaction part. Let's go for this episode 16. It's not the same.
I hereby relinquish ownership of this Death Note.
Okay.
Take care of her who gave you a word.
Hello, mister? Where are you right now? Do you think we could stop this game?
I never thought the Death Note I gave you would end up buried and abandoned. Till the next time you hear me say the following words, get rid of it.
She's been acting like this ever since she regained consciousness.
She's
Matsuda, calm
mixing
Huh?
what happened to her before with what is happening right now to
Mr. Moni,
feel okay, you know, with the reality.
she didn't struggle when I put the blindfold and handcuffs on her. It was like she accepted it.
So she's supposed to know that she's there because she's suspected to be the second
You
killer.
already made so much progress with her, I actually thought you'd crack.
Because I'm a celebrity, obviously.
Oh,
But you're definitely the first stalker who's ever gone this far. I can't stand it anymore. Please let me go. You have to let me go.
Let's get back to the conversation.
she totally switched, you can see that.
First of all, do you know who Light Yagami is?
What do you mean? How could I not know my own boyfriend?
She was so tight-lipped about it earlier. Now she's openly
Are you gonna show him what you're doing to Misa?
I could be Kirra.
I could be.
What are you
He
talking
didn't
about?
confess it.
There's no real proof that Lady Yagami is Kirra, so why come here to announce that you could be Kirra? It's an act.
He wants you
Also, I'm the
to
first
take
person
him and
in the
not Misa.
constellation that Misa, the alleged second Kirra, approached. Subconsciously, I might be Kirra. If that were the case, I could be him and not even know it.
You don't lie.
It's a good move, Light.
I see. Consciously, who knows what I'm capable of? Another me could be killing people as I sleep. I never mentioned this to you, but at one point I had hidden surveillance cameras installed in your room for 5 days. Cameras? Yes.
Guys.
I found myself thinking that some criminals deserve to die. If I can think like Kirra, then how can I be sure that I'm not actually him?
I feel exactly the same way. I
What?
found myself thinking before that some people would be better off dead.
Because we were short of investigators then, we only watched him while he was at home. Truth is, we weren't able to watch him every hour of the day. It's possible.
Okay, you're divided.
It's no accident you chose to do this now. Well, what if we incarcerate you for a while, imprison you like we did Amane? Then it would lead us to think that you're innocent, right?
Ooh, the mirror thing into the coffee. Ooh, that was so cool.
I need you to fully restrain like Yagami and place him in solitary confinement.
What? You can't. There's no way my son could be Kirra. My son's not capable of.
It's okay, Dad.
Oh, you.
Stop this, Light.
He's really the only one that I love.
And I see no reason why he should be in prison.
Let it go, Dad.
When he's gonna manage to clear his
I
name,
won't be able to live with myself.
But son, do you?
it's gonna be hard, you know, after that, for them to suspect
I
him.
believe. Aizawa, please take him away.
Right.
And I'm sure that he has something, you know, planned. How many days?
Next, I just have to get rid of the notebook. So, I guess apples are out of the question.
Huh?
I'd like to request that you take me off this investigation.
Chief, why?
I
No.
thought about it, given that it's not appropriate for me to be here.
You're
Like we
right.
spoke earlier, my feelings got in the way.
You're
I agree with you.
so
We can't
great.
let personal feelings get in the way.
I will ask that you confine me as well. At the moment, I'm calm. But to be honest, I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
I thought you might say that.
You knew it?
But
That you
your
was gonna say
confinement
that?
will be different. You will keep your cell phone turned on and maintain regular contact with family.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
The fact that you knew that he was gonna tell you that, the fact that
I'm pretty sure you already know where I live, don't you? Could you please look
I like also a lot, liked that relationship with Elle.
But since you've been detained, we haven't had one report of a criminal being killed by Kirra. Wait, no one's been killed? I see.
You knew it.
So it's only a matter of time before I'm convicted as Kirra. Thought the murders would continue even after Light was confined. Instead,
You thought he would plan some.
if this continues, it'll only strengthen the argument that he is Kirra. It's not like Yagami. No, it's not like Kirra.
You truly think almost 100% now that he is Kirra. To think like that about Light, about what his plan can be.
I just have to get through this.
Your video won't sell if it's just me sitting here the whole time.
During all of this time, she's also...
Mr. Young.
And she doesn't know why she's there. The two other ones, they know, at least.
5 days since Light was put in prison.
Mr. Yagami.
What is it? Is it good news? Is it bad news?
Oh!
It doesn't matter how much time you devote to worrying about this. The outcome will be the same. This could go on for quite some time.
And no matter what the result, when I leave here, it's going to be with my son.
I love you so much! He believes so much in Light, but also in Elle.
Here for 1 week, but I'm sure it can't be easy. This useless pride. I suppose I'll have to get rid of it.
Uh-oh! Time to wake up.
Got it. I don't belong here. Ryuzaki, I realized that I was the one pushing for confinement. I'm not Kirra. You have to get me out of here. I can't do that. I promise
It's
you.
because of Ryuko leaving you that you're acting like that, or
I'm not Kirra.
it's just an acting?
Please,
I'm
I wasn't thinking clearly.
confused.
Since we imprisoned you, Kirra hasn't committed gonna learn.
It's gonna happen. Just wait for it.
Just hear me out. I must have been framed. That's the only explanation for this.
For what reason someone would frame you.
Damn. Why is this happening?
What the hell is going on? This isn't like light at all.
What he says. I mean, even I know that much.
Anyway, I don't care what anyone says. As far as I'm concerned, we have all the proof we need.
15?
What's going on? I just heard 2 weeks worth of criminals were just murdered all at once. Guess what, Chief? Kirra started killing again.
What?
It looks like Kirra was only
Oh!
but now he started punishing criminals again.
I shouldn't be happy that people have been killed, but at least Light's name will finally be cleared. Wait, knowing Ryuzaki, this won't be enough.
Well, he's in the grave. Did you hear what he just said, Chief?
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot better than being completely killed.
We shouldn't tell him about this. But why not? Hello, Light. You've been in here just over 2 weeks and not a single new criminal has been punished. Now, why make this harder than it has to be? Are you ready to confess? I understand why you feel that way, but even if the evidence does point to me, I swear to you this is a setup. I am not kidding.
1 week that he's telling you that. Ryuko is not with you, so...
I wish I knew, but I don't. Because if I did, I'd thank him for punishing the burglar who killed my parents. To me, Kirra is the hero.
I don't understand what's going on here.
Well done. Well done, Light. You won that episode, Light. It can seem like he didn't because he was in jail, arrested because he confessed to be Kirra, that he could be Kirra. So he can feel like, in fact, he was spending a bad time and he's losing. No, he won that episode because it was entirely his plan from the beginning to the end, and L fell into his plan. You won that episode, Light, entirely. They discovered that new Misa who doesn't know why she's there and all, and they are believing that she truly doesn't know it. They saw that there is a difference right there. You came saying that you could be Kirra, not that he is Kirra, but that he could be, that maybe it's not conscious, and because of that he was arrested. No murder during an entire week. After that you sent Ryuko to do the thing with the Death Note and all for people being killed. You were into that jail during 1 more week. During that second week you were claiming that you're not Kirra, that it couldn't be possible and all. At the end, criminals are being killed, so now you have the proof that you didn't do it. Ryuko did it, right? Light, that it's killing me. It's really killing me. I love these characters. I love all of the characters. Not them, you know, not who they are and all. I love them because of what they represent, you know, because of that game that they are participating, you know, into the fact that they are clever, the fact that all of that, all of this show and all, I love it. So of course I'm gonna love the characters, but really I'm involving my feelings. I'm attached truly only to one character, to Light Dad. And during this episode, again, he managed to impress me. I admire how he's thinking and all. He's clever enough and he's strong enough to say to her, I can't be into the police right there with you, working with you, because if my son is the main suspect, of course my feelings are gonna be involved and I can't do that. And also I know how I'm functioning, the fact that I can be pretty mad pretty quick, so you have also to keep me in jail because I'm not sure of what I could do. Like to do that, to say that, to really do it, think it, you have to be so clever, you know. I was gonna say cold mind, it's not a good word because clearly he was inside of him, it was all about anger and his emotions were really high, but you have to be so clever, so strong, so brave to do that. And you know what he said to Elle during that moment? He was really like, Elle, I trust you for what you're gonna do with my son. I trust you with keeping me in jail and all. I trust you with everything. It was really confessing that to Elle, letting Elle do that to his son and to himself. Saying all of that to Elle, it was a confession, it was a proof that he trusts Elle that much. And we had already proofs of that before, you know, the fact that he trusts Elle that much. So it was really cool, but after that, how he was when he was in jail, how he was worried about his son, how he was only thinking about it, how he couldn't think about something else and he was getting so mad and all, how he was protective with Light, it's also proving that he trusts Light that much. And it's killing me because I can see that he's so brave, that he's so great, so nice, so loyal to his job, but also to his family and all. So to have him trusting that much Elle, but also Light, it's killing me because we know as viewers that right there we have a game with these two, with Light and Elle. We know that at the end one of them has to win, the other one has to lose. And I'm scared, terrified, and so sad also in advance for Light's dad, you know, Mr. Yagami, because one person that he trusts so much is gonna disappoint him, is gonna lose, is gonna be defeated. Really, Light's dad is never gonna win because of that. Do you understand what I mean? Because no matter what, someone is gonna disappoint him, someone that he trusts that much is gonna do something bad. It's awful to think about it, you know, about his position, about Light's dad position. It's awful. And for such a great character that I can admire so much, it's even more awful. I'm sorry if I'm taking all of this review to talk about Mr. Yagami, but come on, he's such a great character. Okay, the two guys, they are clever, are playing a good game, and it's so great, and all of these things that they are doing, that's so cool. And when they are talking to themselves, you know, it's so great also. And how they are putting that, you know, on screen, you know, that moment with Elle talking to himself and with that mirror on the coffee, that was so perfect how it was done. And same for Light when he's doing it, it's so perfect. Okay, now great and all, but I prefer Mr. Yagami. That's all. That's it. It's like that. So Light is in jail. Light's dad is in jail. Misa is in jail. Misa, poor girl. I was already sad for her before, you know, her forgetting everything that happened, because I was like, come on, you're still torturing the girl right there. But right now it's even worse because she doesn't remember why she is right there. Right there she spent 15 days not knowing why she's there and why she's being interrogated like that, blocked like that and all. Can you imagine the poor girl? She thinks that it's a pervert who is doing that, a stalker. How many of them did you add? I thought that she was connecting that, what is happening right now, to that memory that we saw with her being attacked on the street. But it seemed that she had a lot of perverts like that into her life. It's really bad. But for her right now, it's hard to not believe her because they saw that she switched. They saw also the hair doing that. Oh, that was so great. That was such a nice touch, you know, from the writers. So cool. But they can see that she's like that, and her voice and what she's saying and all can seem really honest, sincere, believable. Like Light also, what he's saying right now, and his eyes, because of the fact that Ryuko left him during that moment, they have to believe that he's saying the truth also, he's sincere. And the third person that they had in jail, it's their chief, someone that they respect, someone that they appreciate, who didn't do anything, you know, it's a pressure on their shoulders. And right now, it doesn't have any other choice than to release them. For two of them, it's gonna be easy in a way, you know, for Light and Light's dad. But for the girl, how many days she was kidnapped, you know, into that place being interrogated? I mean, she's someone famous. How are you gonna explain that she disappeared right there and that she was being taken by a stalker? You're gonna continue to play that thing? To say that? You're gonna release her into the nature just like that? No matter what, Light is gonna know the truth about it. And he's gonna have to continue to play that role of being her boyfriend. She remembers him and she remembers that relationship between them. Because of Rem. Rem, she really disappeared forever, that Shinigami. She was great. I don't want her to replace Ryuko, for sure. But I was okay for her, in addition of Ryuko. Now she truly left forever? We'll see. She doesn't have any reason to come back. She has her Death Note back. During one of the break, we saw something about it with something about a number of days. It was 400 days and something like that. You buried the Death Note and you told Ryuko to do something when you were gonna say that, get rid of it. Ryuko, I'm interested. I would like to see Ryuko doing what he was supposed to do with the Death Note when you would say that. Can we see that? Ryuko on his own? It could be fun. We'll see. Am I gonna see that right now? No, I'm not gonna watch one more episode today. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna have the time to watch 2 more episodes. It would be great, you know, for my schedule. Also, you know, during the break between episodes, I was checking my Twitter, and since what? An entire week now, all of the people in French are talking about one only show, and it has been on the top tweets since an entire week. Squid Game. I don't know if you heard about it, so I'm wondering about this show. I read, you know, what it's about, and I think that it's really a show that can please me a lot. So I'm wondering about reacting to it or not. I think that maybe I'm gonna put a poll on my channel, on my Patreon, or maybe on both, to have your opinion about it. It's really making me wonder a lot, you know, because I know that I'm gonna watch it, because again, it's a show that can please me, so I'm gonna watch it, and people are talking about it so much and with such good opinions about it that I want to see it even more. But now I'm wondering about maybe reacting to it. It could be fun. Maybe, in fact, to do it, it's maybe the kind of show which is great, you know, for reaction videos. I'm wondering. I think that I'm gonna put a poll for that on my Patreon and also on YouTube. I don't know why I tell you that right now. Maybe because I'm playing, you know, total transparency with you since the beginning of my channel, so maybe I want you also guys to see how I'm thinking of stuff, you know. I'm deciding to which show I'm gonna react to and when I'm gonna think about it. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.